How long does it take to paint 62 miniatures using nothing but contrast paints? Stay tuned to find out. Hello Bitsbrood, it's Craig from Bitzbox.co.uk here with another video where we looked at my Bretonnian army. So it's been a while since I've done a video on the Bretonnians, but with the release of the new contrast paints I thought it would be a great opportunity to paint all those Bretonnian Bowmen that I have lying around. So yeah, I got these from eBay. They're really bad, as you're about to see, but I get them all stripped and cleaned up, give them new bases, primed, and then paint them with contrast paints. And we're going to see how long it takes me just to do that. And maybe with the contrast paints it'll speed up the process. So, before we begin, as always, if you are new to this channel and you like all things hobby related, then please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. And before we begin, I just want to give a huge shout out and a massive thank you to all of our Patreons. So if you want to know what our Patreon is all about, there is a link in the description down below. So yeah, let's get straight into this. Okay guys, so this is the challenge that I've got ahead of myself. As you can see, there's a squad here, completely unpainted, which is brilliant. They should come off their bases quite easily. Give them some new bases, and they'll be good to go. And to be fair, if you've been following this series over the course of God knows how many months, then you'll know that I think I only had like 16 in my original list, but these were so cheap, and I just bought a massive bundle off eBay for just next to nothing. And you can see why when we take a closer look at some of these, why they were so cheap. They're awful, and I think it's just a good challenge. A lot of this army has been taking awful stuff from eBay and trying to rescue them and make them look better, and that's what I want to do with these guys. I've got 4 times the amount of archers almost that I need, but let's just have a load. Let's just go for it. And yeah, this video is about using contrast paints as well. They're the new thing. Everyone's using them. Everyone's loving them. Or most people are loving them. I want to see how quick I can paint all these with contrast paints, and that's what this video is going to be about. So obviously first it's going to be the stripping process and the priming process, rebasing that. I'm not going to include that in the time it takes to paint them. So yeah, stay with me and we'll see how long it takes me to paint all these. Now I've got the whole weekend almost. I don't want to spend the whole weekend doing these, but we'll see how long it takes. Let's just have a closer look at these, because some of them are so bad it's hilarious. These squad aren't, well, they are awful, but bases are just completely just flocked all over. I mean, why would anyone flock the base rims? eBay's great for just finding ridiculous stuff sometimes. That's great, because if you can save them, it's really nice on the miniature. We've got a few more of these red ones over here. I'm not entirely sure on all the card schemes. I've got the different card schemes for a lot of them. I've got a couple in mind. I quite like the half and half look, so I'll probably go with that on a lot of them. We've got to look at these, because there's a couple here. I think I posted one on Instagram ages ago. Look at the face. That is incredible. So, yeah. I'll take a couple of pictures of these. I think I'll have to do them for a thumbnail for a before and after thing. Hilarious. I love that they've actually tried. I mean, yeah. Alright, let's be safe about that in a pair. Just stick a wash on there. I'm basically just going to contrast paint the skin. I quite like the Guilliman flesh just on its own over the grey here. It does the job quite nicely. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just paint everything with just pure contrast. Ideally, to get them a better standard, I would like highlights and stuff, but I'm just going to do pure contrast, see how long that takes. And then things like base and highlights and stuff can be added in afterwards. But let's see how quick contrast paints can make the process of painting. So yeah, when you see these very soon, they're going to look very different. So yeah, I'm going to start stripping these miniatures, get them undercoated, and we'll begin painting. Now, if you want to know more about stripping paint off miniatures, I've got a video on that. I'll put a link up to that. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. Let's go on with this. Okay, so this is what they look like now. There's 62 of them. So I'll probably put in the title, but I did fail to mention that earlier on. Looks really overwhelming on my desk. I'm going to do sort of maybe 4 different card schemes as well. So, yeah. So the plan is, this video might just be a bit boring if I suddenly just go ahead like constantly showing at different stages. I was thinking maybe taking one, showing you roughly just painting it with the contrast, see how long that takes. Then I'll batch a load for a couple of hours and then show you my progress. And on like that until we finish. Just so you got something interesting to watch. Hopefully interesting anyway. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay. So I'm gonna do like a yellow and purple half and half scheme on this guy. I'll do that on a few of them. So I'm taking the Nasdreg yellow contrast paint and applying that over half of his clothes like so. Trying to be as careful as I can. Obviously doing it this way means like if I make any mistakes I have to sort of neaten up with grace here, and then come back in. Which could obviously take a bit longer. I'm not going to do every single one of these half in a half colour scheme. But it will be interesting for some of them. So Shaiish purple next. Nice dark purple. I'll just paint the other half of his robes. No, I think there's like a strap or something here, but we'll just go over it for now. Probably easier to show you this one on the back. And the yellow looks really nice, Sam. I really like that. And it's all about trying to get a nice line here, which is not really what I've achieved ever, doesn't matter. When you paint the contrast paints, you're just going for like a quick tabletop standard. That's certainly what I'm going for with these. So I'm not going to worry about being major neat. Just go in there like so and just try and leave the straps and stuff free. Okay, one thing that will help speed up the process is doing a few areas of the same colour. So I'm going to take some snakebite leather. That's going to be for the bow. It looks quite nice on the bow. It's also going to be for this bit around here. Now it does blend in a little bit of the yellow, which is a bit of a shame. But never mind. I'm also going to do his legs this colour as well. I'm actually put it in a shot. And I'll do a darker brown for the boots and the straps and stuff. I'm thinking, would it be easier when I batch these to do sort of this colour first on all the straps and stuff, and then just go over anywhere I'm a bit messy? It would be easier than doing it the other way around. Not only that, I'm thinking I might do the actual main robes last, because a lot of the other areas are going to be the same colour on all of them, and I can just zip through doing all the boots, all the bows, etc. And then just have a variation in their main robes, and that might even speed up the process even more. Okay. There's like a metal belt buckle there. I don't really want to paint metal areas with contrast paints. It's like his hat will be like silver. And he's got a bag on his back as well. Little pouch. So it's really just the skin that had the hat or helmet and the arrows. So let's go straight into the skin if I can find it. Guilliman Flesh, which I'm a really big fan of. I think it works really well. So grab some of that. It's just the hands. Now I've got to watch out. I've got to be careful for these sort of areas where there's like, because these are such old miniatures, you get areas where there's just nothing going on, like between the arm and the head there, it's just this flat bit of plastic. I'll probably just have to colour that in with the snakebite leather. And it's nice to know that we haven't really lost any detail on the face. It's one thing that always worries me about stripped miniatures is the faces. It's very easy to lose detail there, and it's very hard to strip paint off them sometimes, but it looks alright. Now of course a few highlights in that will make these look even better, but I won't do them in this video, but I probably will add some, especially on the yellow. I think the yellow could do with a nice bright highlight, and the purple. I think that'll really make these stand out. But obviously depending on how quick I can get them batched. So let's just get that snakebite leather, just to fill in that gap. Like so, it works really well filling in the gap. Just stick a little bit around there, just for the hell of it. It works as a good shadow on the yellow actually. And the boots aren't as dark as I would have liked. I didn't really put on a thick enough coat on one of them. So it'll be little things like this where it may add a little bit of time to the process, but you know, I've only been painting this for about 10 minutes. A little bit there. It sort of works as a good little shadow colour. I'm going to put around the strap here as well actually. That's just a case of painting the arrows, so I think I might have the arrowheads like red or something. Fresh Tails red, really nice, as I pick up the wrong one. So I'll do that. And I'll probably just use something like Skeleton Horde for the shafts. But yeah, let's make these stand out really nicely. Like that. So of course two variations of miniatures, one has the arrows on their person and the other one have them on the ground. So I'll paint them exactly the same way. I'll probably do them all red, unless I do for clothes red on some, then I maybe will do these a brown or something. I'm not sure. And Skeleton Horde, it's a really nice colour. No, some of the red's bleeding in. Never mind. See, if I did them in batches, I wouldn't have this issue, because obviously that'd be dry by the time I got round to the next colour. But that's pretty nice. I always add silver to the tips. I'm probably not gonna. I won't bother doing the metallics. And that is essentially all the stages of contrast. You can see just how quick that is. I've done a lot of this in real time. There's still a little bit. Sometimes with these shadows you can just add another colour in. So not bad. Obviously if I'm batching them I could do it even quicker. But that's really good just for if you've got a quick tabletop stand, getting them straight on the table. This is what contrast paint is designed for. It works really well. Really good on like clothes and faces and stuff. Also great on the bow, but still gives it a little bit of sort of a wooden texture look, I suppose. Yeah, I really like that. I've 15 more of them in this colour. The snakebite leather is very close to the yellow though. That's one thing I'm not a fan of. I don't really know what's going on with the leg either. But yeah, for a quick little thing, not too bad. So, do a quick time check. So it's now coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to sit down and spend the next 2 hours painting nothing but Bretonnian archers, and then I will be back to show you where I'm up to. Okay guys, so 2 hours in, and you're probably disappointed to see there's still a lot of white showing, but I have painted all the flesh areas. I've painted all the bows. And I'm about halfway there on the shoes. Some of the ones at the back here, I've also painted the trousers as well. So that's quite a few sort of looking like this. Yes, slow progress. Does take a lot longer than you think, even when you are just painting the one coat. But, getting through them. I mean, it has only been 2 hours and I've got 62 miniatures, so yeah, you break it down, it's not too bad. It's about, what, 4? No, sorry, not 4. 2 minutes, sorry, 2 minutes per miniature. Easy maths, really, when you think about it. It's not getting late. But I'm going to have a break. And I'll probably do another couple of hours this evening. And then I'll show you where I am then. And I'm thinking maybe 6 hours. That's still like 6 minutes per miniature, roughly. Which isn't too bad. Bad at all. It's probably going to take a bit longer. But we'll see. Place your bets. Okay guys, so another 2 hours has passed. It's just gone midnight here now, so that's me done for the day. You'll notice still a sea of white, however, there are some colour popping up in the background. So I'm going to do 4 different schemes, and I've started 3 of them. So we have a red one. It's quite basic. I really love this green. Works really well. Like a ranger type green. It's very ideal for these. That is the Militarum green, so really nice. And then the original yellow and purple scheme. So I'm probably going to do another one which will have blue in it. I don't know whether it's just half that or have it all blue. I was thinking maybe blue and white could be fun. We shall see. The time consuming bit seems to be doing the belt and the pouch and the thing around their neck. Once I get through them, painting the rest is going to be quite speedy, so yeah, maybe 6 hours is a bit ambitious. It's probably going to be more like 8 or 10. I'm going to try and get another 4 hours in tomorrow if I can. We shall see. If not, I'll just film this over a course of a few days. But yeah, I'm really enjoying actually doing this, especially once I start getting the colours down. So yeah, I'm going to go to sleep and tomorrow will be a new day. Okay, so another 2 hours has passed, and you'll see we have a sea of colour now rather than a sea of white. So yeah, I've got 12 red ones. Now I'm going for like the turquoise on the arrows, which I really like. There's 8 purple and yellow, so I'm going to go for 16 of these, 16 of these. 16 green, I've got 12 of them so far. And I think I'm left with 12, I want to say. 12 or 14. Anyway, doesn't matter. I've gone blue and white. I don't know whether to do blue and yellow or blue and red. Well, probably not red, but because I've done the arrowheads red. But we'll see. White's okay, but it just always feels a bit unfinished to me. Might be different when the base is done. But yeah, they don't look half bad. There's some pooling going on. Bit of a shame, but you know, contrast paint is what it is. See, there's odd little areas I need cleaning up as well, and I'll go back and do all them. That's the only thing, if you do everything sort of pure contrast, you always have these odd little white spots here and there, or little bits you missed. But anyway, these ones have had the brown done as well. So there's only these left to have the brown and then colour. I think another hour or two, we'll have all the contrast done easy. So yeah, these ones as well, all the contrast paints have been done. Anything else left is just going to be done with regular paint. So silver, basically silver and gold sort of thing. Little buttons as well. And then the basin, I'm not going to worry too much about the basin in this video, it's probably going to take a little while. But I'm going for maybe 3-4 hours for full completion, another 1 or 2 for contrast. So that'll bring us up to 7 or 8 hours on contrast, which works out obviously being 60 odd miniatures. 7 to 8 minutes per miniature, which is not bad at all. So yeah, I'll see you once all the contrast is done, and then I'll see you again once they're all finished. So we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Okay, so another 2 hours has passed. We're 8 hours in. As you can see, all the contrast areas are done, and I've even started a few of the little metal helmets. So yeah, so the main purpose of this video is really to see how long it would take to paint them with the contrast paints, rather than just using normal paints. I'm certainly not going to paint the same number again with regular GW paints to sort of compare, but considering there's like 62 miniatures, 8 hours, that's about 8 minutes per miniature. Now of course it could have been quicker if I didn't do half and half on the tunics on these ones. These have had half and half as well. So, you know, it could have been quicker. But yeah, really it's things like the belts and the little areas that are quite time consuming. I don't think contrast is really great for small areas. Although what is great about contrast is the consistency of the paint, and that certainly speeds up the process. You know, you can go straight from a pot, you haven't got to put it on a palette, thin it out, which for batch painting is really handy. And that would certainly take a lot more time. And of course then, you know, you get your shades and the recesses as well. So yeah, so 8 hours is the answer, how long it'll take to paint all these with contrast. What I'm going to do, finish them up, and we'll have a look at them at the end, and I'm going to have some like comparisons to how they used to look compared to how the finished things look. So yeah, a nice little thing to end with. Okay, so here they are in all their glory. So I think the total time spent roughly about 11 hours. So it's not bad for this many miniatures. I'm glad they're done. And I put done in inverted commas because I'll certainly go back and do some highlights and stuff on these eventually. Not right now, I'll probably do them a squad at a time when I feel like it, but I think I've had enough of Peasant Bowmen for now. But yeah, really happy with these. Certainly let me know in the comments below which is your favourite scheme. Personally for me, I think I'm going edging towards the green. Just this Militarum green is just lovely sort of olive colour, which is just perfect for this type of miniature. I'm quite partial to the blue. I think, again, it's a lovely colour, but yeah, I mean they're all nice, aren't they? Really. Well, at least I hope you guys agree. But yeah, 62. As I said, I'm only really having 16 in the list, but well, that's just not a definitive list, is it? I'll mix it up and stuff. So yeah, lots of rank and file troops for this Bretonnian army. Now, I've been saying for a while that the next one is going to be the catapult. Almost certainly I'll get the catapult next. I'll probably use some contrast on that as well, but I'll go a little bit further on that. Really looking forward to doing that. There is quite a gap between these. I'm not really focusing a lot of attention on this army, but every now and then I'll pop up with a video on them. And who knows, one day the army will be complete. And then I'm very tempted to move on to other old world stuff as well, maybe like High Elves or even Tomb Kings, who knows? But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll probably have some close-up shots at the end of this video, so I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.